Good evening, guys, and happy Saturday to all of your sunshiny faces. So I don't have a jewel haul for you guys today. We didn't end up going to any of the grocery stores because we were going out for my dad's birthday today. His birthday is normally right around Memorial Day weekend. So normally we kind of celebrate over the 3-day weekend and grill and like that kind of stuff. We went out for dinner for his birthday today. But before that, we ended up, I got up and we needed to move all the stuff that we had in the living room that I went through and organized. That was all the personal care stuff. I needed to organize, well, I had organized it. It took me like 2 days, but then it sat up here for like 2 weeks because we had to get bins. Like, it was all organized, but it was still in like boxes. I didn't want to keep it in like cardboard boxes. It was going in the crawl space. I wanted to put it in like bins and like totes and stuff like that. So we got that last week, and then we didn't get a chance because I think we got it on Sunday. We didn't get a chance because we've been so busy all week like to be able to move it into the crawl space. So we finally did it today before we ended up going out for my dad's birthday, because we thought that like Matthew and his girlfriend were coming back over here. So we're like, yeah, we should probably make sure that all that stuff's out of the living room. So we ended up moving all of it today, like this morning, and it all made it down there all in one piece and everything was fine. And my dad actually brought up all of the cleaning stuff, like household kind of things, because there was 2 boxes I think down there, and then there was 1 box in the attic, and then there was stuff that's under the sink in the kitchen. So and then too, like some of the stuff that's in the laundry room, we went through most of that when we went through the laundry room stuff. But again, just to like go through everything, I was like, well, why don't you bring that stuff up, put it out in the garage, then like maybe again too after this weekend, once we're kind of done hanging out and celebrating, I can just again too bring it back maybe Tuesday, Wednesday. It'll take me to kind of go through all that stuff, and then by like the end of the week, you know, probably next Saturday or something like that, we can move all the cleaning stuff back down in the crawl space. So that's what we ended up doing this morning. Then my mom also trimmed up my bangs so they are not hanging down in my eyes anymore. But she put like conditioner in them, so which is why they're all kind of weird. And I don't know, it's not like the rest of my hair feels normal. My bangs feel like really weird because it's like they're very weighted down right now and not very light. So yeah, they look good. I like the length, but they don't feel that great right now. So then we ended up going out to, oh my goodness guys, it was this, the food was absolutely amazing. At least I thought what I ended up getting. So we ended up going to this little like Italian restaurant. It's like an Italian pizzeria kind of place. And we ended up going there. It was like, we've driven past it a handful of times. Like, I've seen it and I've always been like, that's really cool. Like, it stands out, like in the strip mall that it's in, it stands out because like of the logo design on it. But I had never been inside of it, and I always was like, that would be really cool to go there and like try out the food and stuff like that. Except I didn't realize it's like a tiny little like restaurant. They have like 3 little tables inside, and they have maybe a few more outside seating. And it was warm enough today where like we could have sat outside, but it was kind of windy, so we didn't. It was almost 70 degrees for a high today. There was a different like group of people that sat outside, but we sat inside, and they had a gluten-free appetizer. It was like these, I don't know what they're called, but it's like made with chickpeas, and they're kind of like fritters. They taste like zucchini fritters, but like they're not made, they're like gluten-free. Like, and I was like, oh my gosh, but like they remind me of zucchini fritters. The thing is, I can't have those anymore because most of the time they're always made in like a breadcrumbs and like that kind of stuff. So I was like, oh my gosh, though, they were so good, and they just reminded me so much of that, which I was like, I'm scared I'm not gonna have it anymore. Like, you know, be able to have that kind of like that taste, that flavor, that texture, like that kind of stuff. But they were also like a fry, like a really thick kind of like a French fry kind of almost. And like I said, I don't know exactly what they were called, but it was so good. Like, so we got I think 3 appetizers. Then we ended up getting the like main food, I guess, course and stuff like that. I ended up getting the cauliflower pizza, which was just regular like cauliflower crust cheese pizza. Oh my gosh, guys, it was so amazing. The thing is that recently I've tried from our local, like we go there a lot of times, the local pizzeria. Lately, I had not been able to have their pizza, and that was kind of what sparked me into the idea of like, I might want to go gluten-free, because I started noticing that like I was just not feeling super great after I would like eat gluten and stuff like that. And so that's why I was like, I kind of want to test it out. But it was funny because the pizza was what kind of, the pizza from this pizza place was what kind of made me start to like think about that. And then I realized I got they had like a cauliflower crust pizza. So I tried their cauliflower crust pizza. I still didn't feel very good after it. I think it's their cheese. They recently, I've been able to taste it, recently had changed their cheese, like, I don't know, the you know, brand or whatever they used. And it's like a sweet mozzarella, but like also too, the sauce is like sweet, but like the thing is that I don't mind sweet, like, I don't know, kind of that taste, but like this just, it didn't taste good. Like it, I don't know. I don't like the way it tastes anymore. And I haven't for a while. And then I started noticing, like I said, like I would have just upset stomach. Like I don't know if the quality that they're using is like cheap or whatever. This place, I had absolutely no problems. It tasted so good. I was so happy. I was like, honestly, this is my new pizza place. Like, it's a little bit far away. I don't think they would like deliver, but we could probably go and pick it up, because again, it is kind of far away, but like we could probably pick up the pizza and then, you know, go and bring it home or whatever if we were out that way or something like that. But I was like, honestly, it was so good, and like it's so authentic too. Like it was amazing. So then after that, we ended up going over to Oberweis and we got ice cream for like dessert. And I just got a vanilla like soft serve ice cream. So, and again too, I had that, like, the thing is that I don't really think I have a problem with dairy, because like Oberweis, again, there's like a thing here though, between the quality of food that I feel like my body likes and does not like. Like I said, now that this other pizza place that I had loved since I was little, they started changing some type of recipe, the cheese or the sauce or whatever it was, and now like I wouldn't feel very good after I had it. And again too, then I kind of thought it was the dairy, but like again too, I go to other places, I have dairy, and you know, like I don't have a problem. It's like certain places and certain types and stuff like that. Then again too, I'm thinking like I would get an upset stomach a lot of times too when I would have like a McFlurry from McDonald's, or certain types of, again, ice cream or dairy or something. Even like sometimes dairy from the like the freezer, just like the freezer section at the grocery store or whatever, I wouldn't feel that great after I had it. Oberweis dairy, and I've said this for years, only type of like dairy and stuff like that where I don't feel like not good after I have it. And it's funny because Oberweis dairy, which if you're in, I don't really think that it's like a Midwest dairy kind of place. I think it's really in Illinois, just Chicagoland area kind of thing. But like Oberweis is like, it's very authentic, real, like a dairy farm dairy kind of, if that makes sense. The way it tastes to me is that it's more of like the way dairy's supposed to taste, like fresh from the cow kind of thing. What I was saying with this other, you know, pizzeria place that we used to get pizza from, like they just, it doesn't taste like that anymore. Like McDonald's dairy McFlurries and stuff like that, like it's too sugary, it tastes too processed, like, and you can tell, and I feel like my body can tell, and it does not like that. And like today, it was like I had what tasted like really sort of authentic food, and like good quality, I guess, if that makes sense too. And it wasn't as processed, I guess, also is what I'm kind of trying to, I think I'm trying to say, or the conclusion that I think I've come to, is that like less processed food makes me feel better. Processed food does not make me feel good. Like I've always had stomach issues ever since I was an infant. I've had stomach issues. But like, again, it's something that I noticed, like that I just, and like the taste of things will just upset my stomach a lot of times too, and I have noticed that. Like, so today having the Oberweis dairy instead and having this cheese cauliflower crust pizza, but like I felt fine, it tasted fine. And so you know, it's not like dairy's not something that I feel like I need to give up, because there's plenty of times where I don't have a problem, but there's plenty of times where I like know that it's like the wrong kind of dairy and will make me not feel good. But like I said, it's not like I'm lactose intolerant or anything like that. Like it's not that type of like my stomach feels upset kind of thing. It's just like I don't know, like I don't feel good after I have it, and it's not all the time though, and it's not with certain dairies from certain places. So anyways, like I would rather get like Oberweis dairy milk delivered to our house, which we used to a long time ago, like the actual like milkman comes, brings milk to your house, like that's kind of what Oberweis dairy is. So we used to have that a long time ago when I was little, but now again too, we just get a gallon of milk from like Aldi or whatever, and I genuinely don't really drink that because it doesn't taste good to me. It doesn't sit right with me either, really, a lot of times. And I think it's, again, like I said, kind of for me, I've noticed those type of issues, like with the quality of especially cheese and dairy in general. But anyway, so that went completely off topic. That's what we ended up doing for today. Then we watched a little bit of TV, and honestly, I edited a little bit, and I'm gonna get to bed. So I'll see you guys in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye, guys.